This is Metal Gear Solid 5, a video game. Shocking, I know. Released in the amazing year of 2015, made with his great mind, Headset Kajingo, as the last entry in the Metal Gear's franchise. I will not talk about Survive, and will act like it doesn't even exist. And to clarify, in this video you will not find out what happens in this game. The only reason this video even exists is to show how mentally disabled I am and how bad I am explaining what is actually happening on the screen. And I'll try to do it before I commit a felony and go to prison. Play as Snake, Big Snake, who's voiced by a Canadian man. You're joined by your own boyfriend voiced by the medic from Team Fortress 2.
I can't see anything.
Hamburger.
And a very handsome Russian who is bipolar. And they travel around the earth trying to rebuild their teenage nightcore band, able to conquer the small Dutch country of Aruba, to defeat the forces of the supernatural controlled by the schoolman from Fortnite with daddy issues. So now, our hero, the authority figure of substantial size, wakes up in the least violent hospital in Denver, Colorado. He's woken up by an aura of male powder coldness. The doctor explains that we have a very huge piece of helicopter in the school. I wonder where that comes from. Also, you lost an arm, but with an eye patch you would make a nice parrot. The doctor says that you're kinda ugly, but we need to redesign our face or hide from the UN. Then our hero turns out to be a bad graduate cosplay. So after the unpleasant sight of our face, we are attacked by a white woman numbered 387, and are saved by the funny dude from Fallout New Vegas. Josh. He helps you, but not helping at all. He's just standing there. Oh, you're a big boy, can take care of yourself. Joshua, I'm fucking dying! You traverse a Walmart during a Black Friday. Guess you Europeans haven't seen a Walmart stream before. So your friend pisses himself, then you meet the fireman who suddenly assaults your ugly ass. So you use the fucking water sprinkler to defeat him.
You have nowhere to run now. Your bullets did nothing. Well, oh my god, how unfortunate. I was standing under a water sprinkler system in a hospital. See you next time, losers.
So after witnessing an arsonist, you see soldiers holding a gun sideways like the cool guys from the movies, who then proceed to be obliterated by a fire fart.
Hey yo, Snake, you got nowhere to run, huh? Also, the water sprinkler's here. What are you doing now, bitch? Want me all the way attack? Now I'll be able to finish you. Not even a speeding ambulance can stop me now.
So we escape with a bandage, but unfortunately you find out he's a learner driver the hard way. Really hard way. You get out of the wreck and find out is that a fucking whale? You run out of your friend also that arrives on their horse and he's like, yo, you cripple, we gotta get out of here, man. I don't know, just get on that horse, dude. So you travel the wastelands of southern Mediterranean via horse, and although you do have dementia and cannot remember anything, you don't ask any questions just because Ocelot is hot. Hey, so you gotta save some guy, he's your boyfriend or something? Also, he doesn't have an arm, so I don't know, we'll find a little... Welcome to Afghanistan, the land of the sands, rocks, and Osama. Currently 1984, and the Soviet Union decided to invade the poor and literally empty country of Afghanistan, and it's your task to help the non-existent Afghani populace and uninvade the country by yourself. You can kill people now, so you traverse the empty desert at the same speed you traverse your enemy's faces with your fist, until you find out one and only Kazuhiro Miller. Aww. You put his sunglasses on, which miraculously makes him able to see again in a dark room. So you carry his crippled ass because he doesn't have a leg or to a helicopter, and there's some fucking drug addicts appear out of nowhere. You sneak past them until they hear a super weapon. Then you run away on your horse like a little bitch.
Help! Help! Help me!
On the way back, Kaz begins saying the funny meme speech.
Why are we still here?
So you finally arrive at the mother base. It's called the mother base because it's just big like your mother. So that forces you to learn the basics, how to run the mother base. It includes seeing how stupid are the names of your men. So you can learn how to run the base by assaulting Ocelot and sending your men to space. To make your army be able to conquer Aruba, you need to kidnap men and make them join your cool kids club. You have received intel from your agents that an experimental US weapon has landed in the possession of the Soviets, and they are planning to use it to win the Cold War. So you must stop them. You go to the location, beat up some soldiers, and steal some diamonds from Minecraft.
Diamond! Ah!
You screw the weapon and get grabbed by a big ass hand. Then an emo version, Freddy Krueger, shows up and he says, "You really fucked up now, boss. This weapon was supposed to be sold, and its funds are to be transported to Al-Qaeda. I could kill you now, but I'm a little bitch, so bye, have fun with the crackheads." And instead of fighting, you get on your horse and run away again. So after this encounter with a man who really likes kids, we find out that he leads the kind of funny faction of people who try to kill you and probably cause you and Miller to be cripples. But hey, it was a very important story mission. I hope I will be able to play some interesting. Now we need to blow up a convoy, kill a man, rescue a prisoner, blow up a convoy again. Oh hey look, it's my birthday.
Happy birthday, may your sky stay blue. Happy birthday to you.
Roll on the ground like Dark Souls, drop a box on yourself, become the box.
I don't want to fight someone like that. Why not? Because it looks so dumb. Anyone who's willing to be seen like that must be completely insane. I mean, he's a psycho, there's no question about it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Miller's calling me that they had a new mission, it's called subscribe. That's right, you gotta ring the subscribe and hit the bell. The video, like, yes, your mission is to look at your old friend Emmerich, who is a scientist and a weeb. He also likes to piss himself. You're pinned down by a sniper. Your battle goes on for hours until you finally defeat her using smoke grenades. I smoke more than an average 15-year-old. You defeat her, Cass tells you to kill her, but instead you kidnap her because she's naked. In way back, some arsehole decided to shoot you, but she decided to hit 360 no-scope with her boobs, distracting the pilot. You come back to base, but Miller is there and he's mad that she didn't kill her, because she's gonna make the men straight, which is against our protocols. I don't know what he's talking about, but I guess I don't make the rules, I don't know. So you go find Emmerich again. He's in the power plant. You sneak very inconspicuously and arrive at the Afghani power plant. So, like, I designed it after an anime. I wonder how it feels to push a disabled person down the stairs. Look guys, he fucking pissed himself. So now we gotta scan the document to see where he is. You go to an airport, you kidnap him and I told you I can't control it without a human pilot. I literally got the ghost, bitch. So you gotta hide with a cripple on your shoulders. Shoot the robot with a minigun. You come back. Miller is making Emmerich do this thing. I don't know what it is, but I guess Emmerich doesn't like it. Emmerich tells you that Freddy forced him to build a robot, otherwise he would delete his Genshin Impact account. Why do we even bring him here? Hello everybody and welcome to Africa by Toto. We are sent here to find an oil field like a real American. We have Endel at Schoolface planning to make some kind of thing to defeat us already. I don't know, he has a robot, so I do the other thing. So you arrive at the field made of oil and make sure you infiltrate the premises non-lethally. We blow up the entire facility only to find dead bodies in the oil. After that we kill people, steal automobiles, and rescue some random people. Then you come back to base to look at the naked woman with us like real bros. And then she just appears next to your chopper as it shows in the helicopter place for some reason. Also wants her to go with you, but Miller says that it's not okay for me to be all around half-naked women when he's not around. I think he's jealous. After that, you travel to Africa once again to blow up a convoy and steal a truck, but it contains a fresh batch of Detroit citizens. And so I died twice. They blow up my horse. So we steal the truck and it has drugs in it and uranium, but it's less important. Find out that you can set custom songs through a helicopter. So you go rescue some dude and he tells you that the forces of Skull Trooper from Fortnite kidnap children and send them to the South African diamond mines. You go to the mines from Minecraft, kill some people and find children trapped in a cage. They give you diamonds so you just kill them. I'm kidding, you just actually save them, but you're hunted by My Hero Academia fans doing what they do best, hunting children. Come back to the mother base with the children and you say to Miller that it would be cool to have child soldiers in your army. Miller doesn't agree, and I says I'm stupid. I don't think he realizes he's the bottom in this relationship. Then you go back to Africa and everything is foggy and spooky, so you sneak around until you're attacked by a hyena. Bye bye hyena, see you in the company zoo. So you go to this weirdest place, but it's chill because there's no enemies. You follow the suspicious bloodstains on the ground until you find this. What the fuck is this? So you shove your hands into some guy's throat and discover that they're playing VTuber music into their throats. Then you hear footsteps and you see the schoolman. Snake, and he see your fat ass behind that damn child. I'm not blind. I know who this is, but I'm gonna shoot him, lol. I forgot it's a single shot. Anyway, I gotta the fireman, go have fun or something. I gotta repay my credit card debt. The fireman is after you, so you're gonna run, but it's easy because he moves with the pace of a 90-year-old grandma crossing the street. So this is like a really lame boss, so you shoot him with a fucking water pistol until you kill him. That was a really big drama for a little walking flame. We go put it back to the mother base and change your helicopter music to the funny Yakuza song. After that we went to an airport again, but this time in Africa. But now the soldiers are controlling fucking armed Roombas. We killed the guy, but not before dying like 4 times. We go to Africa to beat up some children. Your guns do nothing. So you find a shipwreck and beat up a child, but this time he's white. So you kidnap him, but when you get to the base, it turns out he's actually British. I'm not joking, he's genuinely British. You go back to Africa to beat up more children, but also calls you and tells you that your fucking staff is sick and you need to quarantine them, so you figure that only people with ridiculous and stupid code names go there, which is the most of them. The ones who sent to the quarantine are staff members such as Sadistic Hippo, Midnight Ram, Greedy Tiger, and my favorite, Panzer Mongoose. So you send like 200 people to quarantine and go kill some guy before you find out that it's probably the same disease that was present in the VTuber music testing hole. So you need to find the only person on the planet who knows how to cure the said disease. It's Joe. It's Joe Biden. You're rescuing Joe Biden. So dispatch to your mission to save Joe, but you go through the swampy terrains only to see the totally necessary boob shots. You've just been pinned down by some Illuminati snipers, and at the same time, with it.
Oh god! What the fuck? What the fuck, okay?
You battle lasts for hours. You chip away at each other's health, fighting for every inch of ground, until you get shot in the face and die. Now I crawl by the river, so I finally make to the place Jaden is being held. The entire mansion is covered in very aware guards. Impossible to sneak past. So we beat them up and kill them and put them to sleep. So we finally find Joe and find out that he has candle bending powers. He's only about the infection. He's like, shut the fuck up and smoke some weed. What the fuck is this? Ashwagandha. So the old man tells you that it's actually heroin that cures you but also turns you gay, so he basically has no downside. You take the old hag on your back but find out everyone is high of the ashwagandha, so you carry him to the helicopter until what the fuck is happening? The feds, I haven't paid my child support in months. Oh, shit, the feds got him, are we gonna crash? The helicopter crashed, but you survive because you just built different. Then the fucking Detroit crackheads appear again, and you have to fight them. The fight is problematic, so you all gotta do is shoot your gun and hopefully not die. After shooting Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to death, you take Joe to your base and cure the staff with hard drugs. Then you come to see America, that he's being tortured by the Ocelot, who threatens to inject him with girl gamer bathwater. Emmerich tells you that the bad guys have a connection to the CIA and are using the secret CIA castle to hide their huge-ass fucking robot. So you go to Afghanistan. Oh wait, that tells me I need to beat up my son again. Preferably before he sets me on fire. What the fuck? You can finally go to Afghanistan and defeat the bad forces of the hundreds of soldiers. So you bring 2 cripples and a child. You go to the castle and shoot people and sneak around until you're a few steps away from meeting your greatest enemy. Big boss, you don't have an arm, I don't have a face. You feel the phantom pain. That's the name of the game. And I feel my erectile dysfunction. We're basically the same, but different. I have been waiting, boss. 9 years for you to show up. I was born in a small village in Hungary. My father was a fat chot who had paid no attention to his own son. I was living poor and hungry because of his spending habits. You know what he was spending his salary on, boss? Fucking VTuber donations. For years to come, he would spend thousands of dollars on virtual anime women who don't even know him. He spent more money on stranger women than his own son. He spent hours and hours on it, buying wishes on Genshin Impact, hopefully to finally get Hutao. He spent hundreds of dollars monthly on anime website subscriptions. He paid for Twitter porn. That's why I've created the language virus. To finally, once and for all, remove the Northeast Asian languages. The Chinese, the Japanese, and the Koreans. All of them, and the eldritch horrors they call anime. Anime takes lives. It kills and changes man, inside and out. until he's unrecognizable. We still got 7 hours of this drive left. You know, boss, the fireman is getting kinda bored, so how about you fight him for like the 8th time already?
You know what, Snake? I'm tired of seeing your stupid fucking face. I guess I'm gonna kill myself.
Who is doing this? Such a lust for revenge? Who?
What are you gonna do now, Snake? Can't release friendly with order now, can you, bitch?
You run away from a robot with a ball in his arm and a cock flamethrower, then the entire Afghani army shows up and shoots him with the tanks. So then you kinda pulls out his cock and swings around.
Yo, Snake, I heard you like helicopters. How about I give you one?
What have I done to deserve this? This stupid and bitch-ass fucking robot with 5 minutes screen time wanting to destroy me and my legacy. All these years I have planned the perfect plan, only for it to be destroyed by some idiot fucking clanker.
Oh, you will regret this, you bold-faceless asshole.
My legacy will not be destroyed by some stupid bitch at
What the
Reddit
fuck are you
chat.
even saying?
Boss, get out of there!
Snake, what are you doing? Cars are bad for the environment.
You run away in a car until you don't. Hello everybody and welcome to another Markiplier gameplay. Today we will be shooting a weapon of mass destruction. This is the boss where you shoot him with normal guns. I guess you could use tanks, but then he blows you up faster. I thought that you couldn't defeat it with a fucking tank, but I guess 5.56 is fine. The entire fight consists of you running around and waiting for Sahelanthropus to present himself, so we can shoot him. So we do that for half an hour and eventually destroy him with a pistol. You come back to the chopper and resist the manly urge to kill Miller, because this is a serious situation. You him like hold hands like a gay couple you are and kill the son of a bitch. And you're ready to leave, but you hear a gunshot. You turn around and Eric's like, I did it! For no reason. After all this, you come back to the mother base, and now we're an army of highly trained men, children, Joe Biden, and a woman. The giant robot, I thought we destroyed it. Nothing stands in our way to finally invade and conquer the country of Aruba. Except the rest of the game. It's not over yet. You see, the parent company of Kojima Productions, Konami, took the main dev Hideo Kojima and shot him in the head, twice. And just like the Soviets rerouting the water from the Aral Sea, they rerouted all the funds from the development of this game to Metal Gear Survive. And pachinko machines. What the fuck is a pachinko? Now we continue in the second chapter, and don't expect me to explain anything properly, because I have no idea what's happening on the screen. So Miller and Oswald suspect that someone is a traitor, so they interrogate quiet, but the problem is that she literally cannot speak. Amazing. Later you go to the Twitter headquarters and steal the huge chunk of metal Elon Musk called Grok, but it launches into space. After that, you go to recover the body of a man on fire, but he resurrects himself and turns white. What the fuck is even happening? So you do some random missions, but I don't really give a shit anymore, so I kick a donkey. The missions are weird, requiring you to fist your enemies. Then the game tells you to listen to a cassette tape to progress, but all I can find is Joe and Miller talking about fucking hamburgers.
Hamburgers?
I think I lost the plot. Also, that tells you to find children, because they escaped into Afghanistan and Africa. I thought we were in the middle of the ocean, but whatever, that lets you sleep at night, I guess. So you have to rescue the child from Afghanistan, so deploy as one of my men, because you can do that for some reason. So you do some random side missions that are all totally disconnected from each other, and kind of break the flow of the story. Then you go to Africa and blow up a tank, and die twice. I had nothing to do, so I was bored and actually used the in-game music system while I was disarming landmines. But then, Miller calls. They say there's another virus outbreak on the mother base. It's a new variant of the language virus. If your men get out, they will surely infect the others. You have no choice but to shoot them.
It's your fault! They're dead because of you! We're on your side! I'm on your side! And you turned them all to ashes!
I will spread your ashes on my face. Snake, there is something seriously wrong about you. Later, you interrogate your son. Snake, I have a bad feeling about this. What's the issue? I feel like he's a domestic terrorist. What the fuck are you talking about? Because he's not a domestic terrorist. So what the fuck? They got a huge fucking robot helipad. What the hell, man? What the hell? So the children escape and you never find them again. I'm not joking, this is real. Huey Emmerich. You are sentenced to be expelled to hell, or so-called Twitter, for yelling at people during a funeral and spreading a deadly virus onto the mother base. And you play Valorant, so get the fuck out of here. You find out that you were not actually the big boss, but his body double. And while you were busy beating up children in Africa, the real big boss was driving a cool bike and smoking cigars. Yeah, this is how the game ends, and with it, the entirety of the Metal Gear Solid franchise. Hideo Kojima is now scanning the feed of Norman Reedus, and Konami is making the third game and making it impossible to play on a PC worth less than $3,000. I hope you enjoyed.